So, Gus and Judy, as Barnard EcoReps, what do you guys think is the most important thing that we as consumers can do to help save the environment, decrease our impact in the environment?
Well, I think that a lot of people think that what they can do is buy organic, but really it's turning out that buying local is really good for the environment because you eliminate a lot of carbon emissions, and so you're not getting food from really, really far away. But yeah.
So is that sort of common knowledge now in the green movement?
Well, I think that it's become more fashionable, or like you hear a lot more about going local in addition to going organic. It used to be you just heard about going organic, and then
How recent would you guys say that switch was?
Well, it depends on what part of the country you're talking about, but at least in this area, it's been in the past two years, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Is that reflected in the farmers market here?
Yeah, it's grown a lot. It's now almost 3 blocks long. It's huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're here in the Barnard EcoReps suite. Do you guys buy most of your food locally, and do you cook it? The food that you cook, is that all local, or do you guys buy from further away? Well, is that hard or is it easy?
Here we're really lucky. It's very easy. We have a number of options to get local food that's also organic. We can either go to the farmer's market that happens twice a week, or we actually have a CSA share, which is community supported agriculture, where you set up kind of a prepaid system with a farmer where you give him a share of money and you have to volunteer a certain number of hours helping out, and in exchange get a delivery of vegetables every single week, which is great.
Does that exist in a lot of cities, or is that mostly just
Yeah,
it's
all over America?
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
America. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know about like Iowa per se.
Yeah.
But certainly in San Francisco, New York,
Yes.
probably Boston.
It's in more places than you think.
Yeah.
Cool. And what do you guys see as the benefits of buying local?
Well, like Judy said
how does it help the
earlier,
environment?
it definitely cuts carbon emissions by cutting out the air or boat or whatever travel from the area where the food was
The food
grown.
miles?
Yeah. But I think, and those are the environmental benefits. I think that it's also really good to support local businesses. So that's the other thing, cutting out the middleman kind of, just direct from farmer to consumer. And then you get vegetables that are not only really fresh, but they're also here and in season, and it's a lot about, I don't mean to sound really cheesy, but it's about building community too, because then you get to know where your food's coming from,
Right.
so you know exactly what went into that. So you can talk to them about what kind of fertilizers or whatever they use to produce the food, and so then it's not just about travel, it's also about the growth of the product.
Great. And what if I told you that there's a chance that the carbon emissions from a food, the carbon footprint of any food might actually be decreased by buying it from farther away, from say like buying your apples from New Zealand rather than from right next door? Would you say that sounded ridiculous or plausible?
It could totally be plausible, but I think if you look at any single factor isolated like that, it's not. I think that's a really bad idea. I think that you also need to consider how the economy will be affected, how the taste of the food will be affected. And those things might sound minimal, but they're actually, I think, really important to consider, especially when we're talking about, smaller scale farms here. So.
Great. And you grew up on a farm, right?
Yes, I did.
Cool. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.